Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Beyond Passions. My name is Princess. I started discussing domestic violence based on research some weeks ago. My objective is to show you the depths of the causes of domestic violence alongside possible solutions. This will help partners who intend to come together as one unit. In the past few weeks, I had discussed domestic violence under the umbrella of individual related factors. Now, if you hear me say domestic abuse, intimate partner abuse, partner violence, or physical violence, I'm still referring to the same thing, the same subject, which is domestic violence. Today, I am going to discuss the causes of domestic violence under the umbrella head of family-related factors. Number one, relationship factors or issues caused by relationship factors. By relationship, I mean the way two or more people are connected. I'm talking about relationship by the way people are connected in the sense that they have to come together with the intention of forging a relationship as one unit, as one family unit. Now, before getting together as a family unit, partners ought to create adequate time for dating, for courting, to enable them consider if they are suitable and compatible, if they will be suitable and compatible partners when they come together. It is better to avoid a hasty dating and courting period, to allow yourselves enough time, to know each other well enough. It is true that you may never know a partner well enough until you start living together. But, it's better to date for some time and court for some time to enable you know each other. If you give adequate time to dating and courting, you would know each other well enough before getting together as one family unit. That's why I said allow time for dating and courting. During the dating and courting relationship period, if a partner is prone to or have tendencies to be violent, the signs will become visible while you are dating. Don't ignore those signs that show you that a partner could become violent in future, because those signs have the potential of becoming 1,000 times worse in future. Likewise, good signs have a potential of becoming 1,000 times much better in future. These are based on time-tested research. So don't ignore any signs. Don't ignore any, if your alarm system trips off and you think that a potential partner might be prone to violence or might have a tendency to become a violent partner in future, if you see such signs, do not ignore such signs. The mistake most of us make is succumb to fear rather than faith. Succumb to fear, the fear of, I'm going to lose this partner if I don't hold on to him, or if I don't hold on to her, someone else will snatch her up, or if I don't hold on to her, someone else might snatch her. People have this fear that they might lose their boyfriend or lose their girlfriend, or might not get a partner soon again. And I say it is better to break a potential violent relationship now, rather than marry a physically abusive partner who might abuse you, break you, maim you, or beat you to death in future. It is better to break the relationship between you and a potential future partner when you see a sign that that future partner might become violent in future. Most people are in a hurry to eat the human cookies, and this is because of lust or infatuation. that a lot of people do it does not make it the proper thing to do. It is better to allow yourselves enough time to know each other well before you start making arrangements for, future arrangements. Number 2, another cause of domestic violence under the family related factors is nature of the relationship. Research shows that the nature of relationship has been found to be one of the causes of domestic violence. At the beginning of the series, I had said that domestic violence is violence committed by someone within the domestic circle of a victim, which includes partners, intimate partners, ex-partners, immediate family members, other family relatives, other relatives, and family friends. The term domestic violence is used when there is a close relationship between the offender or a perpetrator of violence and the victim. This is why the family-related causative factors, the nature of the relationship matters between the people involved. That is, are they partners? Are they intimate partners? Are they family members? Are they other relatives? Are they family friends? The nature of the relationship matters. If the nature of one person involved is toxic, then the nature of that relationship is going to become toxic. The nature of that relationship is going to be stressed and prone to violence. What do I mean by the nature of your relationship becoming toxic? If during the course of your dating or courting, one person is constantly always making trouble, little things that ought not to bring trouble in the relationship, you're always making trouble, you're a toxic person, always finding ways to fight and all that, and even when your partner says, oh okay, I'm sorry, the fight does not end, of course you know that that person is going to be toxic. Are you able to endure that kind of toxic person in your relationship? You will know that that person is going to stress you, that you know that person is going to create tension in the home, no matter the qualities that you find in that person. Are you going to be able to endure it? One of the reasons people continue with toxic people is they think that they are going to be able to change the person. That is one of the misconceptions we human beings have. If you're going to have a relationship with another person, another adult, do not assume that you're going to be able to change that adult. It's not your responsibility, really, to change another adult who has had another background from somewhere else. How are you sure that you're going to be able to change that person? How are you sure that you're going to be able to control that person? In some people's terms, some people say they are going to be able to control. How are you sure that you'll be able to control that woman or control that man? How are you sure you're going to be able to control such a person? If the nature of that relationship is toxic, is stressed, is under tension, is under pressure, constantly fighting, if you're not able to endure such a relationship, and if you're not able to, if God gives you, say, 50 years to stay in that relationship, if you know that you're not going to be able to endure those 50 years, for instance, under such a tense atmosphere, do you think you should still continue with that relationship? This is what I mean by nature of the relationship being one of the causes of physical violence. If the nature is so toxic, if the nature of your relationship is so stressed, if your relationship is so under pressure, and you know that your relationship is disorganizing you, it will affect your work, it will affect your entire life. The relationship affects everything we do. If you know that your primary relationship is going to affect all the things you do in your life, including even changing you yourself. Because when you constantly sip in toxin from another person, in time you will become toxic yourself, and you use it to affect other people, to affect your colleagues, to affect other relationships around you. So I'm saying that if the nature of your primary relationship is toxic, you know that that relationship is prone to physical violence. If you have a violent prone partner, or a partner who has a tendency to become violent in future, if you know that a partner is prone to violence in future, and the nature of your relationship has become so toxic, and the nature of your relationship is such that it might be prone to violence, do you still think you should continue with such a relationship? I'm just showing you things so that you know this is one of the causes of physical violence in your relationship. So the earlier you figure out such a person, the earlier you figure out if you're able to cope or not, the better for you. Remember what I said at the beginning. I'm showing you the depths of the causes of domestic violence so that you'll be able to decide what to do. A lot of young people are out there, a lot of people are in relationships, a lot of people are thinking of getting together, of marrying and all that. So if you're looking at this message and you intend to go into partnership, marriage partnership or relationship partnership with someone else, then you will find your solution in the depths of the causes of domestic violence in my videos. This is one of my main objectives. I will continue from here in my next video next week. If you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel and press that tiny bell by your right for notifications. And please check for links of any videos that I have referred to in the description below. See you soon. Stay safe.